Hey everyone, I need to start this video off with a correction. As you can see, I'm back at Lake Hodges exploring the western side of the lake. Last weekend, I was actually at the eastern end of Lake Hodges, but today you're going to see the actual west side of the lake. Hey, I'm Anthony. There's only one thing I like more than fishing, and that's catching. Welcome to OC Outdoorsman. Look at that. Look at that ling. Oh,
it's so
huge. So it's 8:07 a.m. 54 degrees. I've returned to Lake Hodges. I'm going to have to interrupt myself here because my original plan this weekend was to fish the ocean. I had planned to launch out of Newport Beach for rockfish, but conditions were just so bad today. We were looking at 20-mile-an-hour winds, high swells, and the frequency, they were like 8 seconds apart. So I decided last minute to return to Lake Hodges to explore the western side of the lake. And I'm now just approaching 15 feet of water, so I could safely start trolling these crankbaits. Alright, there's one. Let's get the deep diver out. These are my go-to largemouth bass crankbaits. They never fail to let me down, but never tried them on this lake yet. Oh, I'm metering fish already at 11, from 11 to 18 feet. This is good. Oh man, there are a butt ton of fish right here in this spot. Not sure if that's a unit of measurement, but there are a lot of fish right here. I'm just going to drop straight down. 19, 20 feet of water. Yep, they're suspended. Alright, I think it's time to pull up my anchor here. I've been sitting here for about 30 minutes and I'm metering fish in about between 19 and 25 feet of water. And I've just been using a slip bobber. They're not having it. So I'm going to pull up my anchor and start trolling. I modified my anchoring system so I'm able to use my anchor trolley today, which is huge, because now whenever the wind blows or the currents change, I can adjust the angle of my yak using this trolley, compared to last weekend where I was at the mercy of the winds. Everything's set up properly now. I'm now at 40 feet of water. Definitely the deepest I've been so far on this lake. And I'm only like 20 yards from the shoreline. It gets deep right here. After a good 20 minutes of trolling, I didn't get a single bite. So at this point, I was just looking for a nice quiet spot to anchor down and light up a cigar. Well, guess what? It's that time of day. I'm gonna light up a stogie. So today I'll be smoking a Casa de Garcia, and you know, this is a very inexpensive cigar, but it's a good one. And I think I got this from either Famous Smokes or Mike's Cigar. I can't remember. All right, I'm gonna take the label off because I like to smoke these cigars down to the nub. They're pretty good cigars, like I mentioned. Oh, if you're wondering about the gear I'm using, this is just an El Cheapo rod. I bought it, I think it was Big 5 a long time ago. I don't even know the brand. It's a Husky rod. And this is a 1000 sized spinning reel. It's a Cadillac reel that I won at in a fishing tournament years ago. But it does a job. It's perfect for trout. And yeah, I use it all the time for lake fishing. My other setup there, let me show you. This one is a Saros 2500 size reel, and this one's mounted on a G Loomis E6X rod. And as I mentioned earlier, the only thing I don't like about this rod is yeah, there is no hook keep, but it's an excellent rod. I could cast this thing a mile. Fish aren't biting today, but that's okay. I'm just gonna chillax and enjoy the day. Yeah, I'll probably wrap things up before noon. Head over to my favorite fish and chips place in Oceanside. But yeah, I think after this I'll do a little bit more trolling. Probably closer to the shoreline would be better for bass. You know, let me show you something here. What's really cool about this horizontal rod holder? Check this out. Alright, so the cool thing about this horizontal rod holder is it also doubles as a cigar keep. Check this out. Look at that. So I could reel in my lines without losing my cigar. I'm gonna pull up my lines. I want to start trolling. Take a look at that. We're now 49 feet of water, so it does get pretty deep. I don't know if that's a dam, but it's getting really deep out here. That's the end of this side of the lake. As I've mentioned at the beginning of the video, this is the true western side of Lake Hodges, and that's where the dam is located. Last weekend, I was in the eastern section. This west side of the lake gets fairly deep compared to the eastern portion where depth approached 2-3 feet of water. But as you'll see from my fish finder, here we're about 49. As I got closer to the dam, it actually hit 50 feet. So much deeper than the eastern section of the lake. You're not going to believe this. I just cast out my line on this Cadillac reel, and as I was reeling it in, it slipped, and check it out, the handle fell right off and into the lake. Now I have to spin it manually here just to get my line back in. That's never happened before. I'm not going to say anything negative about these Cadillac reels because they've held up until now. I will contact the company to see how much they stand behind the product. I'm hoping they'll replace the handle, but we will see. Well, I managed to get skunked today, but you know, that's why my channel's called OC Outdoorsman. I enjoy the outdoors. I'm not always going to catch fish, so I like to keep these videos real. I'm not just going to post videos whenever I land a fish. And when it comes to lake fishing, it's about relaxation, just being outdoors on the water and in nature. As summer approaches, things will really start picking up. Next month, I'm going to be heading up to Big Bear for the big carp tournament. I'm actually planning to bow fish from my kayak for the first time. My big water has never been up to Big Bear, so that'll be a great experience. And when weather conditions improve, I will definitely be heading back to La Jolla for yellowtail. So a lot of great things planned for the summer. As you can see, I covered a little over 6 miles of water, so I did get my cardio in today. As always, thank you all for watching, and please help out the channel and give this video a thumbs up.